position that we supporters as well.
There was, and it was amazing. Everybody came together. Everybody got to speak for what they believed in, and it was peaceful. It was beautiful.
What was it like marching? Because there were people, there were women, and there were people, I mean, men from all
Many.
over, all ages, all races. What was it like marching out there?
It was amazing because that's what it's all about. We're one nation under God, and we're a melting pot. There's people from all over the world, and everybody's lives matter. Everybody has the right to say what they want.
Mm-hmm. I see you have a Black Lives Matter
Absolutely.
thing, yeah, and then you have a Hot Chicks for Trump
Yes,
as well.
and a Palestinian crow.
Yeah,
This is all the way from Palestine.
yeah, and this is it's kind of America. I had an imam on earlier, and he's saying, and I said to him that America is about all kinds, and that's why he delivered the address and the message that he gave to Donald Trump today at the
Absolutely.
interfaith service.
Yes.
Because he feels the same way.
That was a beautiful mass.
What would you say to him? Should he reach out to these people? If you could speak to him, you're the president that you voted for. What would you say to him about this?
You don't have to say anything because he's going to. That's what people don't realize. Everybody makes mistakes in lives, and nobody's perfect. And if somebody has a way of showing the world that he's not the person he's perceived to be, it's by running for president of the United States, and he's going to prove everybody that he's a wonderful person that I believe him to be. I'm his #1 fan in upstate New York, and he's going to make America great again.
Yeah. How do you think he's going to reach out? If you have any,
He's gonna unite. A lot of things happen, and people feel like we're all struggling in one way or another, and people are afraid they're gonna lose their entitlements, and it's not gonna be that way. We need to fine tune the government and drain the swamp for sure. For the simple reasons is because we need that money to take care of other people, especially homeless. The people that are needy. I mean, it's very hard to buy health insurance with an $8 an hour salary. He's going to work on all those. I mean, there's a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse working for the government. And, you have to figure out which you need to get rid of so you can use it for something more important.
yeah. Just back to the march real quick. People were happy to see you. Right? Were they,
Oh,
I'm sure there were
absolutely.
some. There's always enough
Oh, yes,
somewhere
of course.
and everything because
Yes.
that happens.
But I love everybody. So.
Yeah, great. So do you know who Michael Flynn is? He's Donald Trump's pick,
Yes.
he's his national security advisor. Here's what his son tweeted.
Okay.
His son said, "What victory? Women already have equal rights and yes, equal pay in this country. What more do you want? Free mani-pedis?" What's your response to that? And I know you speak your mind. I could tell.
I want to say that women do have a lot of rights in this country. If you go to other countries, they really struggle. And women, watch too much reality TV because there's a lot of things going on in the world that are more important than mani-pedis. And yes, salary inequality can be fixed. If you do work and, your evaluation rates your work, then your job performance should be exceptional, then you should get a raise.
Yeah.
It should be based on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right about that. Today we spent a lot of time, which we weren't going to, because it just wasn't on our radar, talking about crowd sizes.
Yeah.
The crowd size was, he had enough crowds to get him to be elected president of the United States. There were enough
Absolutely.
people like you who went out to vote for him. He spent the first day talking about how big and arguing, and his press secretary giving wrong numbers about how many people were there and so on and so forth. Do you think that's what he should be focusing on?
Absolutely not. Mr. Trump, is a very sensitive person. And, he's like me. He's a marshmallow. He's hard on the outside, but he's soft on the inside. And, his silly tweets are ways of defending his heart because he has a big heart.
Yeah, but you're not president.
I'm going to be someday.
Yeah, no, she told me she's going to run for president one day. Do you think, I had a conversation as they were, talking about the crowd sizes, and he was at the CIA today.
I was at both.
Yeah.
And
You were there.
I was at both, and I think with the inauguration, everything was more spread out. So it
But you mean you were at the inauguration, you were at the rallies,
At
not
the
you
rally.
weren't at the CIA? Go
No,
on.
but I was at the inauguration and I was at the rally, and I think because it was more spread out and everybody was going through different gates, and it could have been perceived that there wasn't more people there, but really, what does it really matter? You know what? There was people there to support him at his inauguration, and there was a march today for women's rights, and both of them are both important issues.
awesome. I'm so glad you said that. What would you say to him that, as I was telling my story, I was in a restaurant with some Trump supporters and we were talking about, I asked them what they thought about him and tweeting. And every single one said, I wish we should just.
He's cute.
You
know
don't
what?
mind the
I
tweets?
don't mind the tweets because you know what? Small minds talk about people, big minds talk about ideas. And sometimes if you just want to tweet to vent out a little bit, it's okay.
Leslie, thank you. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Good luck. Be safe out there.
Where's the
Okay.
camera?
We come right back. President Trump visits the CIA to mend fences.